Good morning, everyone. My name is Susan, and welcome to our lovely little half-hour Hatha yoga class. All right. So I want you to sit comfortable on your sit bones. If you can, Sukhasana, cross-legged position. If this bothers you, your hips or your knees, you can sit with your legs straight if you'd like. All right. So nice and comfortable on your sit bones. Back is nice and straight. Shoulders are relaxed. So for our pranayama today, I'm going to teach you, I'll show you another breathing technique today, if you're interested. All right, called Sitali cooling breath. So this breath method helps cool and calm your body, physically cool your body when you get really hot, or also helps if you are overheated in another way. If you're getting a little hot-headed or a little maybe losing your temper, this is another way you can cool things down as well. Now, position of your mouth. If you can, do a little tube, like roll your tongue. And you would be breathing into the little tube of your rolled tongue, breathing in through your mouth, exhaling through the nose. Now, if you can't do that with your tongue, some people just can't move their tongue that way. All I want you to do is just to purse your lips and pretend you're sucking through a straw. So you have a little tiny hole. You're going to get the same effect. It's a cooling breath, so the air comes in cool through the mouth, exits through the nose. This is Sitali cooling breath. Now for our mudra, we're going to sit in Surya Mudra. Your ring finger represents health, energy, and intuition. Thumb represents your ego. Now, if you're not interested in doing the Sitali breath, just do your normal yoga breathing, which would be in through the nose and out through the nose. Whatever feels good for you. Sitting tall, relax the shoulders. Let's breathe together. Inhaling through the mouth for Sitali. Exhale the nose. Relax the shoulders. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Nice, long, full, smooth breath. Inhale completely. Suspend your breath always just for a few seconds and then exhale completely. Now's the time to drop your day and settle your mind, and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower your blood pressure, and lower your anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. For one more breath. And on your next exhale, let's bring our hands together. Let's rub them vigorously to activate our hand chakra. Hands on your heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long, smooth breath in through the nose, out through the nose to tune out. For one more breath. On the next exhale, drop 3 fingers, keep the index fingers together, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. Take a big breath. On the exhale, come up. All the way. Sitting nice and tall on those sit bones. Let's wake up that physical body. Let's wake up that spine. Reach up as high as you can. If this bothers your shoulders, you can reposition your arms if you need to. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion, are activated when together. Focus your energies on breaking through barriers. One more breath. On the exhale, hands together, keep them above your head, preparing for seated half moon salute. Inhale, lean to the right. Try to keep yourself nice and straight. And let's get a nice deep stretch down the left side of the body. On the next exhale, come up. Use your core muscles to help you move. Exhale, lean to the left. Keep the breath going. Close your eyes. If that helps you connect with your breath, try to relax. On the exhale, come up. Inhale, release the hands inhale into a back bend. Or just reach up to the ceiling. Reach. One more breath. On the exhale, bring the arms down slow and gentle with those shoulders, hands right in front, right on the floor. Now from here, what we're going to do, I'll give you a couple of ways. You can crawl your fingers forward, But if you can't go very far, put your hands on the floor, bend your elbows, and just lean forward. Making sure that you hinge with the hips, your back is straight, head stays level with your spine. On the exhale, either bend the elbows and just lean forward, and if you can, those of you who are a little bit more flexible, reach. And really feel that lovely stretch, the shoulders, your spine, the muscles up and down your back. Breathe. Just let your body settle into it. Maybe it takes a few extra moves, a few stretches to really settle your body down. That's okay. But connect with the breath. Start with the breath. On the exhale, stay low and shift your body weight. Slide your hands to the left. Now go as far as comfortable. The weight's on the left thigh, right hip stays on the floor. And let's get a stretch into the right shoulder all the way down the side of the body. Like I said, listen to your body. Don't go very far. Don't feel like you have to force the stretch. Even if you barely move, that's fine. That's where you need to be. On the next exhale, stay low and let's shift our body weight. Slide your hands all the way to the right, moving slowly and gentle with your spine. And reach. Do what you can. If you find as you're reaching that your left hip comes off the floor, that means you're a little too far. Back up a little bit and get yourself back on the floor so you're nice and anchored. Now from here, let's release the tension we hold in our face. So I'd like you to engage all the muscles. Squeeze your face as tight as you possibly can and hold it. And then let it go. Let all that tension filter through your body and sink into the ground for one more breath. On the next exhale, come back to center. Slow and gentle. Be very careful, moving your body slowly and lovingly. Hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. Perfect. All right. So from here, I'd like you to put the left hand on the floor beside the left knee. Now, this particular stretch here, I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do this. Ultimately, those of you who are a little bit more flexible, if you can reach your elbow on the floor without the opposite hip coming off the floor, that's where our little block comes in. Now the little block, if you don't have a block, if you have a book or something that brings the floor up, but I'll give you something else. Block. If you don't have a block at all, just put your hand out and you can do it this way. You can bend the elbow a little. Don't even worry about putting the elbow on the floor. Now, I'll do this side with the block and I'll do the other side without. So, left hand on the floor, out here or on the block, right hand on the right knee. We're going to do shoulder to knee first today. Take your breath. On the exhale, as you lean on the left elbow, keep the right hand on the right knee, and I want you just to gently push away. So what we want to do here is bring the right shoulder a little bit closer to the left knee. It's not going to get that close, so don't feel like you have to force it down. This is a stretch for the upper back. You can bend your right elbow if you want a bit. Upper back, stretch, shoulder, you feel it all the way down. Make sure the left elbow and shoulder, if they're in this position, they're lined up. If your arm is out, just like this. One more breath. On the next inhale, I want you to release the right arm, bring it up. If you can, on the exhale, reach over. Everything is lined up, arm is lined up to the shoulder, to the side of the head, so make sure you're not leaning forward and not twisted back. And this is all part of our alignment. Line it up. On the exhale, come up. Push yourself up. Let's go right to the other side. Right hand on the floor or on the block. Take your block with you, or preparing to have your arm out here. Big breath. On the exhale, leaning on the elbow, either on the block or have your arm out like this if you'd like. Left hand on left knee, push away. Try to relax your shoulder, close your eyes, just breathe. Remember, this is not a race, it's not a contest. Yoga is not about performance, it's about integrating mind, body through breath awareness. On the inhale, inhale, release left arm, bring it up. If you can, bring it over. If you can't, stay here. And if you'd like, you can even put your hand on your hip if you'd like. And let's really get a nice stretch. Let's wake up the left side of our body. On the next exhale, come up, push yourself up all the way. Perfect. Roll the shoulders out if you need to. Roll them out. Release the shoulders. All right, let's get into our little butterfly. Hands, now, two ways to do this. So this is a nice stretch for the inner thighs, for the buttocks, for the pelvic floor, groin area, and start waking up those lovely hips. So if you find this particular position is going to be challenging for you, what I'm going to do is I'll show you another one. So first of all, I'll show you the actual one. So hands on the ankles, we're going to lean forward and gently press on the knees. Now, if you find that sitting like this is as far as you can possibly go, don't worry about that. Just put your hands on your legs like this. Just keep your back straight. Just hang out here and breathe. Don't worry about it, okay? But it's all about the breath. Every breath you take the whole time we're together is long and it's smooth. So I'm trying to cue you on your breathing when I say the next exhale or on your next exhale. All right? I'm going to do it this way here. Keep your back straight, head level with your spine. Try to hinge with the hips on the exhale. If those people that are leaning forward. Now don't press down on the knees. Don't force those knees down. Find a place that feels good. And when you settle into your stretches, you always just ease yourself into it. And when you get there, as your body relaxes, maybe you can go a little deeper. You would do it on your exhale. We always move on the exhale. If you find it's a little too intense, back up a little bit. You have room to make those adjustments, being aware of the breath, of how your body's lined up, and how you feel. You know, take care of the way you move. If it doesn't feel good, if you know it's going to aggravate a condition, or if it's going to cause you any pain, please don't do it. Or just back up. Maybe you can kind of rearrange yourself a little bit. On the exhale, come up. Perfect. All right. Now, from here, I want you to straighten the left leg. All right. So here we're just going to put the right foot into the cusp of the left knee. If you can, like this, if you need to support your knee, if you have your little block handy, you can always do that. If you find this is a bit intense, slide your foot along your calf if you like. You can make that arrangement, but don't have to bring it up too much higher. Let's do a single leg stretch from here. Now, both hands either on the left thigh or on the left knee. From here, all we're going to do, I'll give you two ways to do it. You can just lean forward, or if you can slide your hands down and grab your foot. Again, back is straight, head is level with your spine. Try not to curl your neck and bow your head if you can help it, all right? Now, this is all about the hamstring, stretching the back of the leg, behind the knee, and the calf as well. All right, so, ready? Big breath. Exhale. Now, in this position here, pay attention to how your knee feels. It's probably locked up. Let it go. Let your thigh go. Your quads, I should say. Let it go. Breathe. Let your body uncoil, decompressing the tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels. On the exhale, come up. All the way. All right. Now, from here, we're going to get into our twist pose, okay? So, I'm going to try to show you something here. Now, if you can, I'd like you to take the right foot and put it on the outside of your left knee, just like this. Now, if you can, this is one way to do it. Left hand on right knee, right hand behind the back. We'll do our twist pose from here. Those of you who want to get into your shoelace pose, if you can, roll on the left hip, bend the left leg back, and this would be the shoelace pose, all right? If you can't do this, if this is really not going to be happening for you, if this is going to bother your knees or your hip, don't worry about it. Come back to this one here. You can do the same thing, all right? I'll do it with the straight leg this side. I'll do the shoelace pose on the other side, all right? Take your breath to center, and on the exhale, look over the right shoulder. Your back is straight, your shoulders are relaxed, very gentle with your spine. Don't torque your back or your neck. Even if you move a little bit, like I said, maybe some stretches you might be able to go a little deeper. Some stretches, maybe it's not happening too much for you. Just do what you can. Wherever you are is where you need to be. Focus on the sensations of the breath. Twist pose, releasing the spine, keeping it nice and balanced and flexible and agile and supple. Releasing the nerves, the blood vessels up and down your spine and the muscles as well. On the exhale, come back to center. Untangle your legs. Let's go to the other side now. Straighten the right leg, left foot into the cusp of the knee. Adjust yourself. Make sure you're nice and comfortable on your sit bones. Now the foot's in the cusp of the knee or lower, not any higher. All right? Both hands onto the right knee or the right thigh. Make sure the toes are pointing up. Take your breath. On the exhale, lean forward, hinging at the hips again. Stay right here. You don't have to move your hands down. You're gonna feel this any way you do. Any position you're in, you're gonna feel the hamstring. They're usually very tight. Most people have very tight hamstrings. Just let it happen. Relax. Settle into your position. Give in to the breath. Focus on the mind, how your body feels. You feel light, you feel energetic, you feel agile. On the exhale, come up. Slow. All right. Let's get into that twist pose again. So from here, foot's on the other side. Now, again, left hand behind the back, right hand on the left knee. You can do your twist pose here. But if you want to do the shoelace, which is what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll the leg back. Now the shoelace pose, you can go really tight if you'd like, or you can loosen it up, whatever feels good for you, all right? Shoelace pose is a lovely stretch for both hips and your thighs as well. Now let's focus on the spine. Take your breath in on the exhale. Let's look over the left shoulder. If you need to go deeper in the twist pose, on the exhale, you can push on the knee, you can go a little deeper, or come back up a little if you need to. Find that place that feels just perfect. Your breath is flowing. Twist pose also massaging all the internal organs, stimulating your organs deep down inside, all the yummy bits in the body. One more breath. Exhale slowly, come out. All right, let's untangle those legs. Let's get into our staff pose now. All right, now comfortable in your sit bones, being aware of your posture. Back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. I want you to point those toes. Just point the toes. Arms out. Bring them down a little lower. Let's focus on the forearm, not so much the shoulder. Fingers are open, bend at the wrist, slightly turn out to the baby finger. Breathe. This is a stretch for the extension muscles along the top of the forearm, the wrist, the hands. On the exhale, straighten the hands, bring it up. Now I want you to take the right hand onto the left fingers, just gently bring them back. Carefully, gently, slowly moving your body. Releasing, stretching the flexor muscles along the bottom into the wrist, into the hand. Let's go to the other side on the exhale. One more breath. On the exhale, I want you to release the hands. Release, relax your feet, all right? So, let's put the hands on the lap. And all I want you to do for your fingers today is we're just going to lift each finger up and bring it down, all right? So keep your hands on your lap. You're just lifting the fingers up and down. Let's get a little movement into those fingers. So follow the breath. Start with the thumb. Inhale up, and then just bring it down on the exhale. Do each finger. And let's get a little articulation, a little movement into the fingers, releasing the tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels, in the fingers, the hands. A lot of people have issues with their hands, their fingers, a little arthritis, stiff or tight fingers, or if you work on a keyboard or work with your hands a lot. It's important we pay attention to those fingers and the hands. And when you get back to your thumb, the hand up, stretch it out. Lengthen those fingers, get a deep stretch into the fingers, into the palm of the hand, and then relax, relax, all right? Then I want you to play piano with your fingers. Move them around the wrist, maybe a little faster if you'd like. All right, perfect. Let's work our way to our ankles and our feet, all right? So roll the shoulders out if you need to. Now from here, if you want, you can lean back, keep your back straight, or if you want, you can keep your hands along the side of your hips. So I want you to open up the legs a little bit. We're gonna do some little circles in, little circles out, focusing on the ankle. So try not to move your leg. Even when you're doing your circles, if your legs wiggle around a little bit, not a big deal, but make sure they're not really moving too much, okay? We're gonna also engage the lower leg muscles, but focus on the ankles and the feet. All right, let's go. We're gonna do 2 in and 2 out. That's it. Let's go. Inhale around. Exhale to center. Pause. Go again. Bring yourself, let's go to the opposite direction. Bring yourself right here, right now. Bring yourself right into the moment where nothing matters or how you feel in this moment, where you are, what you're doing, your breath starting to relax, releasing some of the tension and the stress. Relax. Let's play piano with those toes now. And I want you to round them a little bit faster. Move the toes. Really try to articulate those little toes. Let's get some movement. Perfect. From here, let's get into our table. Onto your hands and knees. Now, when you're in this position here, Make sure that you have enough padding underneath your knees if this helps, or your wrist. I always provide little pads that I've made up for my students, but if you need to, you can also double up your mat for your wrists, or a little pillow, or a thin blanket or towel. Into table, ankle lined up to knee, knee to hip, knees are hip distance apart, elbow, shoulders, wrists lined up. Let's inhale up. Exhale, bow the head, chin to chest, belly button to spine. Cat and cow. Try to relax your thighs while you're doing this. Follow the breath, inhaling up into your cat, into your cow, I should say. Exhale into your little cat. One more set. This is lengthening that spine out, releasing the upper back. This is a wonderful stretch for your lower back. Cat and cow, breath in motion, meditation in motion. Bring yourself to straight, neutral spine. Release the hands. Move the fingers around if you need to. All right. From here, we're going to get right into our high plank or low plank. I'm going to show you both. High plank. Bring the hips down. Arms are nice and lined up. Your back is straight like a board. If you find this is too challenging, put your knees on the floor, but keep your back straight. All right. High plank. So we're going to do a high plank, then we're going to get into our Sphinx or Cobra. So from table, prepare for plank. Take your breath, exhale. Plank, chaturanga. A lot of core strength on the exhale, knees on the floor. Come all the way down, hips down, chest down, Sphinx. Elbows, shoulders lined up. Elbows, wrists. This is a very gentle back bend. Sphinx pose, breathe. From here, we're going to get into our Cobra. Bhujangasana. If you want to try it, if you want to stay here, just stay here. Cobra, hands along the side of the chest. Take your breath on the exhale. Bring the shoulder blades together. Come up. Upper body strength, a deeper back bend. Keep your pelvis and hips on the floor. From here, prepare for downward dog. If you have to get into table and then dog, you can do that. Up, all the way, down dog. Move your feet back if you have to. Get that tail up nice and high. Back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. One more breath. On the exhale, let's walk ourselves up to mountain. Come up nice and slow. Reverse the blood flow. All the way up. All right. Shake the hands out. Shake those legs out. Roll the shoulders. Get off the floor for a little while. Mountain Tattasana. Feet are hip distance apart, staying nice and tall, being aware of your posture. Relax the shoulders, feeling nice and anchored to the floor. Let's breathe. I want you to do that little checklist. Go through your body looking for tension. Wiggle your toes if you have to. Work your way up. Check your knees. If they're tight, let them go. Your thighs, let them go. Your belly, your buttocks, let it go. Your shoulders. Releasing, being aware of the tension in your body, being able to isolate it and let it go. Following the breath. The breath is there to guide you, to help you with that. Let's inhale up. Exhale, back bend. So today we're going to do a forward fold. I'm going to give you 2 ways to do it. Take your breath. On the exhale, hinging at the hip, swan dive, I want you to put your hands on your knees. Keep your back straight. Fold over. Now try to keep your legs straight. This is a deep stretch for the back of the legs. This is one way of doing a forward fold. Those of you who can come all the way down, absolutely. If you can't, come halfway. Be very aware of if this makes you dizzy, stay here, all right? Forward fold, or you can grab the back of your ankles. One more breath. On the exhale, come back down to table. Come down slowly, all the way to table. Preparing for child's pose. Open up the knees a little wider. Take your breath. On the exhale, lean back. Now, child's pose. Make sure your head and your neck are supported. Rest your forehead on your stacked fists. You can rest your forehead on your block, your stacked hands, or on the floor. Child's pose, Balasana. This is a resting, neutral, full body stretch. Just relax, breathe. Now's the time to thank yourself for being here on your mat, taking this little time out of your busy day and your busy life to just take a few minutes. It's only 30 minutes, just to connect with your breath, to slow things down, maybe to turn all the noises off, step away from whatever's going on in the outside world. A little time for yourself. Re-energize, decompress, whatever reason brings you to your mat. It's a wonderful place to be. On the next exhale, come up out of your child's pose. Let's get ourselves onto our backs. Nice and slow and gentle. Come down onto your back. All the way. Back is grounded, shoulders are relaxed. Let's do our reclining band angle pose. I want you to put your feet together just like we did our butterfly, and I want you to let your legs fall open like this. Arms to the side. Relax. Reclining bound angle pose, a nice stretch for the hips, the inner thigh, pelvic floor, groin area. Wherever you feel the stretch is exactly what's going on. There's so much activity going on in your body, even if what you don't feel. Breathe. One more breath. On the next exhale, bring the knees together very, very slowly. And let's get right into a hug. On the exhale, bring the knees up. Give yourself a big hug and rock from side to side. Shoulders are completely relaxed. Just rock and breathe. Close your eyes. And let's really work on releasing that spine, giving yourselves a lovely back massage. Give your back exactly what it needs and wants right now. It works so hard for us all the time. Let's do some little circles to the left. Let's work on that lower back a little bit. To the right. Feeling calm, relaxed. Knees to center, soles of the feet onto the floor. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, let them fall over your head. Now I want you to straighten your legs one at a time. And let's stretch our bodies out. Fingertips to the tips of your toes. Just lengthen your body. Make yourself nice and tall. Feeling heavy. Let your body sink into the ground. Leave an imprint of your physical body into that mat. It's important for relaxation to have a tension-free body and a tension-free mind. All that energy is flowing, energy which is our life force. On the next exhale, slowly bring your hands to the side of your body, palms facing the ceiling. Hands are open to receive guidance from your higher self. And let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today, resting comfortably in your corpse pose. Just breathe. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells. Bring in your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into your space, back into the room. Bring life back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And very slowly and gently, when you're ready, bring yourself back up to our cross-legged Sukhasana position, or any seated position at this point that's comfortable for you. I know it's hard to get off the floor sometimes. All right. Nice and comfortable on your sit bones. Let's bring our hands together. Let's rub them vigorously to activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath to tune in. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sat Nam. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace, may love and light be with you always. Namaste. And we're done. Thank you. That was lovely. Wonderful. Lovely half-hour little quickie class. You can do this over and over again if you'd like. And, you know, if you want to write some of the moves down and do them and hold them longer if you'd like. Hold the position a few more breaths or make it a little quicker. I don't know if you can go any quicker than we are now, but anyways, thank you again for joining me. It was absolutely my pleasure. I love this as much as you do, so stay tuned. We're going to be doing another yoga class shortly and a lovely Pilates class. So thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful day and stay safe, everyone. And we'll see you soon.